NBA rigged? Is it not? Is the lottery rigged? Listen, the Dallas Mavericks essentially traded away Luka Doncic for Cooper Flagg. My God. Your thoughts on this, and then I'll give my thoughts.
They had a 1.8% chance of getting the number one pick. 1.8. So less than 2%. And they won it. So it's almost like the NBA said to them, hey, if you trade Luka Doncic to the LA Lakers and revitalize them, we'll give you the number one pick. And Nico Harrison was like, okay, I'll do it. So yes, I do believe in that conspiracy theory. I'm very much a conspiracy theorist anyway. But I don't know. To go from NBA Finals to absolute devastation with trading Luka to this is just a weird series of events. I don't know what to make of this. Think about this. The city of Dallas landed the number one pick in the WNBA draft, which they used to take Paige Beckers out of UConn. And now they get the number one pick, and they're going to get Cooper Flagg for the Mavericks.
Who is, by the way, almost exactly what they need. A legit wing player at 6'9", who's going to be a walking 20.8 rebound guy, I think first year in the NBA. And if you tell me Kyrie Irving's going to come back healthy and Anthony Davis is going to stay healthy, and you had Cooper Flagg and Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington and those guys in that mix, are the Mavericks maybe not quite championship contenders, but they're certainly like a hair off maybe?
And don't forget Klay Thompson.
Yeah, but I mean, he's getting older. How much can you trust Klay? I mean, I couldn't trust Klay as far as I could throw him. He did not really have a great season. I mean, I don't even think of Klay when I think about top Mavericks right now.
I mean, he's still a catch and shoot guy.
Yeah, he can give you that. He's certainly not as good defensively. I'll give you that.
No. I know Jalen continues to argue with me about this, but I'm not changing my stance. Prior to his career-defining injuries, Klay was the best two-way player in the NBA.
I think him and Kawhi Leonard are right up there. I think you can make a debate for either one of them. We're back in the day. I'm not talking about this lottery specific. Have you always been an NBA draft lotteries rigged guy?
More recently, I've been that way. Not always. Though I will say, when we got the number one pick in 2014, I was like, wait, how did that happen?
I could give you numerous examples. Way back in 1985 with the New York Knicks and Patrick Ewing. 2003 with LeBron James. 2011 with Kyrie Irving. 2014, like you mentioned, with Andrew Wiggins. 2012 with the New Orleans Hornets at the time, and Anthony Davis after the Chris Paul to the Lakers trade got refuted. How about 2019? Anthony Davis gets dealt to the Lakers. They get Zion Williamson. 2023, Victor Wemby-Giannis goes to the best international market that the NBA has in the San Antonio Spurs. And now this. Listen, the NBA on the court may not be rigged, but the lottery is certainly rigged. I've always thought the lottery is stupid. I always thought it's stupid that you as a franchise taking your risk with ping pong balls, and now they're talking about potentially doing it in the NFL, which I think would be absolute bullshit. But the Hornets got screwed. The Atlanta Hawks got screwed. The Charlotte Hornets got screwed. The Utah Jazz got screwed. And so, listen, am I excited for Cooper Flagg to be in Dallas? Yeah, I am, because I actually think it'd be a good fit for him. Am I upset he's not going to Philadelphia? Yeah, I am, because I think the East needs stars, but I could pick a lot worse of a place for Cooper Flagg to go to than Dallas.
Yeah, Washington would have been 10 times worse
Yeah,
at least.
Washington, Charlotte, even Utah. I've seen some people floating the idea out that they could trade the number one pick. I don't see that at all.
The Mavericks have already come out and said they're not. They're
I
going
mean,
to
is Nico Harrison that crazy? Would they really trade Cooper Flagg for like Giannis? I don't know.
I don't see it happening.
Now the Spurs one's interesting, right? Because the Spurs got the number two pick. I do think if you offer Stephon Castle the number two pick and trade swaps or however you want to do it there to go get Giannis, my oh my, I don't know if the Bucks could get a better offer than that.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the Spurs don't want to trade Stephon Castle. They want to try and get, from what I've heard, Ace Bailey out of Rutgers at number 2 and pair him with De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle and Wemby-Giannis and see how that goes. I think that would be a very interesting lineup if that's what they end up doing. I don't know.
Well, we know Greg Popovich is now going to be part of the basketball operation, so he's going to make that decision. I think it depends on if you feel like you can win the championship right now. Because, again, you look at the Western competition, Oklahoma City, Denver, Houston, Minnesota, Lakers, Dallas now. It's tough, but if you get Giannis next to Wemby-Giannis, who's scoring on you is my argument.
Yeah. I still think you would need a true big man, though, at center.
That's Wemby. That's your true big. Wemby's your 5. Giannis is your 4. De'Aaron Fox would be your 1. And then I don't know the rest of the Spurs lineup to get your 2 and your 3, but there's your lineup.
I guess that could work theoretically.
How does that not work? It would be David Robinson, Tim Duncan-esque. Because Wemby plays in the lane. You're acting like Wemby doesn't play in the lane.
I just don't know. I know most of the centers now step out and shoot the three-pointer, but a lot of them also can get down low and bang.
Have you not seen Wemby play a lot with the Spurs? He's a 5-tool player, Josh. He goes out, he goes in the paint, he shoots the free, he leads the league in blocks. He was single-handedly pretty much won 30 games of the Spurs this year before he got hurt. To me, Wemby is a better version of Giannis. That's what he is.
I would just have a few questions about Wemby playing at the 5.
He's played the 5 his own career. I don't understand that point, Josh. He's 7'4". What other position is he going to play?
I thought the Spurs played him more at like the 4 or the 3.
No, he's the 5. He's like a point center. He's basically Ben Simmons on steroids.
Except he's actually willing to shoot the damn ball.
Yeah. So it's going to be fascinating.